Hi, whiskey aficionados, to review 102. Before we start, we've got Cyclone Gabrielle bearing down on us. It's just past Auckland overnight and is going down the east coast. A lot of damage down the east coast, not so much Auckland. Northland got a hell of a thrashing, but my property seems to be okay. Still a lot of wind. It would absolutely drive you to drink. So on that subject, we have got Kavalan single malt for the 102nd review, and took me a while to find out. This is the Oloroso Sherry Oak. It's at 54% and it's been matured in smaller Oloroso style sherry casks. Now I don't know what size, 50 litre, 100 litre, I don't know, 200 litre, I don't know. If anyone knows, perhaps you could comment, let me know, because I certainly would be interested. It's from Taiwan and the Yilan county in Taiwan, and I think it's one of the only Taiwanese whiskies. I'm not sure, let me know again. The nose is powerful, eh? It's really quite strong. You stick your beak in there and it's whoa, you know. Anyway, the water for this whiskey has been drawn from the snow mountains. It's a funny climate. It's subtropical in Taiwan, so you've got that cold, but you've also got intense heat, which means the angel's share is going to be very high. So again, old 18, 14, 16-year-old Kavalans are going to be harder and more expensive, I would say, in the future. It's only really been producing whiskey since 2006, opened 2005, I believe, and yeah, there's certainly a lot of people in Taiwan. I think it's 23 million, so if they get a taste for this, it's going to take off in a big way. Already is doing very well, of course. Wow. So yeah, the whiskey itself, the distillery itself, I think it can only go from strength to strength if it makes good whiskey, and I do believe this is good whiskey. I've tried it. It's got a lovely rich mahogany colour. I don't really put too much into that, but the smell is wow, what an aroma. It's powerful, clean. Obviously you got that sort of vanilla, there's a slight oak, and I suppose something that would remind you a little bit of marzipan. Not as strong as marzipan, but that type of thing. So let's try it. Rich, and you get that nice full ABV. It's right there. It sort of brings it right down the chest. It's oily. Yeah, there's an oily sort of mouthfeel to this. There's a sweetness, a honey sweetness, and again you've got those dates and raisins, which are classic in a dark sherried sort of whiskey. There's a bit of almond. Coffee. There's a light spice. Now I can't put my finger on the spice. It is a little bit spicy, but not over the top. You know, it's just sort of sitting there on the tongue. There's a bit of coconut and oak. Very good whiskey, actually. Very good whiskey. There's a very slight dryness as well on the finish. So it's a medium sort of finish. Your mouth starts to become slightly dry. You've got that sweetness. And I like that in a quality of whiskey because it makes you want to have another drink. So it's fantastic marketing, of course. Fantastic. I'm going to give this 87 out of 100. It's probably one of the best aromas on a whiskey I've had in recent times. Really good, but overall I'm going to give it an 87. It's exceptionally good. Value for money. It's slightly up there at sort of 200-ish a bottle, but then you've got that 54% ABV, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. You know, a lot of people aren't going to pay 200 or that sort of thing, but for a special occasion and for one that maybe you would finish the night on and have a special dram, yes, I believe this is value for money. So well done to the boys at Kavalan. And I'd like to say a big shout out to the all the services in New Zealand, the service workers who are at the moment going through it at the moment. So sláinte to them, and we'll see you at the next review. Make sure you subscribe.